Hello and welcome to Bottomline today. I'm Prabhu Chawla. Obviously, I'm going to talk about election. Results are about to be finalized about all the 5 states which went to the polls last week. Let me start with Tamil Nadu, which was the most important state as far as the South was concerned. If I go by just the trends which are coming out of the Election Commission site, is it an end of an era or the beginning of a new one? Tamil Nadu on May 4th, 2026. The votes have been counted, almost counted. And for the first time in the half a century, neither the DMK nor the AIADMK, the largest party in the state, none of them will be part of the government as well. It's the first time a politician turned film star has walked into the most sophisticated, most ideologically entrenched political arena in India. And he has not just survived, he has stunned the rest of the country. Vijay Thalapathy TVK is leading in over 108 seats. Needs only 10 more to form the government. The DMK, which governed the state for 5 years, has been reduced to almost a second position, very poor second position. And the AIADMK, the party built by the great MGR himself, is scrambling to secure the third position for relevance in Tamil Nadu political history. An old script has been torn up. Today, on the bottom line, I ask, who wrote the new script for this selection? What we thought we knew? Let me first set the stage. Because what has happened today in Tamil Nadu cannot be understood without understanding what Tamil Nadu always was. For 60 years, Tamil Nadu's politics was defined by one word, Dravidian model. The ideology born from the Periyar movement, institutionalized by Annadurai, perfected by Karunanidhi and MGR, Tamil identity, Tamil pride, and an anti-Hindi sentiment, social justice. These were not merely political slogans. They were the constitutional framework of Tamil political culture. No national party ever cracked it. The BJP, for all its dominance in North India, has never won more than a handful of seats here. Congress peaked in the 1980s and retracted forever. Tamil Nadu was and appears to remain the fortress of the regional political parties or regional satrap. The Dravidian model has 2 pillars, the DMK and the AIADMK after split in early 70s. They altered power in the near perfect binary. When people tired of one, they voted for the other. It was, in political science terms, a duopoly of ideas with a duopoly of power. And then in 2024, a man who had spent 30 years playing heroes on screen walked into a political office. Not in Chennai, not in a by-election, but as the founder of a brand new party, the Tamil Vetri Kadazam. TVK it is known as. Most dismiss him, some mocked him, even a admirer said, give it time. Tamil Nadu is too complex for a newcomer. Today, Tamil Nadu has given its verdict, and it is not a gentle one. What Vijay did differently? That's the question everybody is asking. So what did Vijay do differently? Because this did not happen by accident. There is a political architecture here that deters examination. First, he broke the caste equation. Tamil Nadu's Dravidian politics was built on OBC consolidation. The MBC votes, the Dalit vote, the backward class community, every party played this game. Vijay did not play it. He refused to announce caste-based candidate list. He put up 2 Brahmins in Chennai constituency. He deliberately fielded candidates across caste lines. His message was simple. Tamil Nadu's enemy is not the upper caste or the lower caste. It is the political class itself. This was a gamble. Conventional wisdom said caste arithmetic is non-negotiable in Tamil Nadu. Vijay said, watch me. Second, he spoke to the youth and the urban middle class. DMK's governance had real achievements, infrastructure, welfare, education. But somewhere between the promises and the delivery, the youth of Tamil Nadu felt left behind. Unemployment, rising prices, corruption, the feeling that Tamil Nadu was being administered but not led. Vijay's campaign tapped into that frustration, not with anger, but with aspirational kind. Third, and finally, and this is the strategic masterstroke nobody credits him for, he positioned TVK as neither pro-BJP nor pro-Congress. He criticized the BJP centralization power explicitly. He spoke against the imposition of Hindi. He invoked Tamil pride, but without the xenophobia. And simultaneously, he maintained static ambiguity with Congress. Not an alliance, not a rejection either. A deliberate silence that preserved his political independence in a state suspicious of Delhi. That silence spoke louder than his manifesto. Let me draw the MGR parallel here. I want to say something that some will find provocative and others will find obvious. Vijay Thalapathy is the closest thing Tamil Nadu has seen to MGR since MGR himself. I say this not because both are film stars. That comparison too lazy and too convenient. I say this because of something deeper. MGR did not merely win election. MGR manufactured consent across caste, chaos and geography and class because people saw in him not a politician but a protector, a man who was genuinely of the people, not merely for them. His politics was emotional before it was transactional. Vijay has achieved something similar. His supporters do not just vote for him, they believe in him. And in the contemporary Indian politics, where cynicism of the political class has reached historical heights, the ability to generate genuine belief in the rarest political currency there is. But here is where the parallel ends between MGR and Vijay, and where the real best test begins. MGR built the AIADMK on welfare, subsidized rice, nutrition scheme, rural welfare connectivity. He governed. Vijay has just won. Governing an entirely different proposition. Tamil Nadu is India's second largest economy by GDP, or third. It has a sophisticated industrial base, a globally competitive automobile and electronic sector, a higher education system that produces engineers and doctors the rest of the country imports. To run this state requires not just charisma, it requires institutional competence. And that is the question nobody is asking amid the celebration. Can Vijay Thalapathy govern what Vijay Thalapathy has won? That's a basic question. A trap disguised as a lifeline, which brings me to the most delicate political question of this outcome. TVK is leading approximately in 109 seats. The magic number in 2034 assembly is 118. There is a gap. Not a large one, but in Indian politics, small gaps have a way of becoming very large problems very quickly. And so the question that every political analyst in Chennai is asking today is this: who will Vijay turn to? Let me tell you what he will not do first. He will not go to the BJP. He has made that unambiguously clear. His own words, I quote, "TMK is my political enemy, BJP is my ideological enemy." That statement does not leave room for interpretation. The BJP is closed for him. That door is bolted from the inside for now. What happens now, we don't know. He will not go to the BJP either. TVK contested against them. TVK's entire electoral and identity was built as an alternative to both the Dravidian parties. An AIADMK support arrangement would be politically contradiction so jarring. It would fracture his own voter base before the government is sworn in. That leaves, as it always does in Indian coalition arithmetic, the Congress. And here is where it gets genuinely interesting, because Vijay himself has spoken about the Congress. Not dismissively, not with hostility. He had said, and I'm paraphrasing, but the substance is accurate. Congress as a national party is fine, but the local Congress in Tamil Nadu, question mark, it is sitting in the DMK pockets. That is a remarkable statement. It is an acknowledgement and a rejection simultaneously. But his father said he's already invited the Congress to support his son. His father has already made a statement that even he's willing to give Congress a share in the power. The Congress wins how many seats, we don't know. 4, 5, 6, that will not make the majority. But Vijay feels that Congress in the Tamil Nadu is institutionally compromised by its alliance with the very party he has just defeated. This is not a minor distinction. This is a central contradiction. Vijay must now resolve the National Congress leadership. Rahul Gandhi, the central command, is watching Tamil Nadu with great interest. A TVK government in Chennai, supported quietly by Congress, give them a footfall and foothold in South they have not had in years. The arithmetic works for them, the optics work for them, but the local Congress MLAs, if they get up to half a dozen, and district presidents, the grassroots workers, their entire political ecosystem is built around the DMK alliance. For them, supporting DVK is not just a policy shift. It's an act of political self-destruction, this some of the leaders feel. And so Vijay faces double dilemma. Can he negotiate it within a Congress party or a national party whose local unit is compromised? Can he extract support from Congress without inheriting his DMK-linked baggage? Can he deliver the same kind of growth with DMK and AIADMK delivered in the past? Economic model, Tamil Nadu is one of the fastest growing states also. Can he do that? These are the two dilemmas he's going to face. Challenge before Vijay are humongous. He has to face them. He has to survive as a minority government. He has to deliver also with his charismatic leadership. But the problem arises because he has to take the smaller parties as well, the MDMK, VCK, smaller left formation, and a handful of strong independents. A coalition of these small forces, stitched together carefully, could provide TVK the numbers that it needs without the ideological complications of a Congress arrangement. But smaller parties can come with their own price tag, their own caste calculation, their own demand for ministries, portfolios, and patronage. Managing a coalition of small, ambiguous, ideologically varied allies while simultaneously trying to govern a state of 80 million people is a challenge that he has to face. He needs a very experience of exceptional kind. Vijay Thalapathy, for him, the government will be formed. Of that, I am fairly certain. The question is what it will cost him and whether the prices he pays will compromise the promise. Let's look ahead because elections and governor begins. And Tamil Nadu, for all the euphoria after the election, is going to be an unforgiving classroom for a first-time government. Let me lay out clearly and honestly the 5 tests that will define definitely whether Vijay Thalapathy tenure becomes a legacy or a cautionary tale. Test 1. The bureaucratic machine. The Tamil Nadu bureaucracy is one of the most institutionally sophisticated in India. It has been shaped, staffed, and in many ways culturally captured by decades of Dravidian administration. The IAS officer, the district collector, the police machinery, these are not neutral instruments. They have working relationship, informal loyalties, and institutional habits built over decades of DMK and AIADMK culture. Vijay's government will walk into secretariat that does not know him, does not owe him, does not understand him, in many cases as a colleague and friends still aligned with the outgoing administrative machinery. Navigating this without being captured, without alienating it, requires political sophistication that is not learned in film sets. It is learned the hard way in the corridors of power. Vijay has no experienced political veterans to lean on in his party. His party is 3 years old. His cabinet will be largely first-time legislator. This is not an insurmountable problem, but it is a real one test. Test 2, economic reality. Tamil Nadu is India's perhaps third or fourth largest economy. It is also carrying a significant fiscal burden. The state debt levels have risen sharply in the DMK government. Welfare commitments, free electricity, subsidized ration, cash transfer for women are politically popular and fiscally demanding simultaneously. Vijay's own manifesto promised farm loan waivers, youth employment scheme, and expanded social welfare. These are not empty promises. His voters will hold him to these promises. But delivering them on a stressed state budget while managing a minority coalition government requires a finance minister of exceptional caliber. Does the TVK have one? We do not know yet, and that is certainly matters. Test 3, center-state relation. Vijay has called the BJP his ideological enemy. The BJP governs at the center. This is not a comfortable combination. Tamil Nadu fiscal transfers, its share of central funds, in infrastructure projects, its GST compensation, all of these flow through its relationship with Delhi. A confrontational posture with the center, however popular it may be in Tamil Nadu, has a cost. Is Vijay ready to pay that? And the test number 4, the opposition will regroup. Do not write off the DMK because they're in the second largest group. This is a party with a deep institutional roots, cadres in every panchayat, a media empire, a family dynasty with enormous political experience and clout, and the institutional memory of governing the state for the better part of the 30 years. MK Stalin has lost, but Stalin is not finished. He may be out, but he is not totally out. The DMK in opposition will be formidable, better resourced, better organized, and more experienced than TVK in government. Every mistake Vijay makes, every unfulfilled promises, every coalition crisis, DMK will amplify it, document it, and weaponize it against him. And the AIADMK, diminished but not destroyed, will be fighting for its own survival, which makes it an unpredictable and sometimes dangerous opposition force. Vijay will have no political honeymoon. The opposition will not give him one. And the final test, the expectation of a generation. And this is the hardest test of all, the one that cannot be solved with policy or coalition arithmetic. The young people who have voted for Vijay for the first time voters, the urban youth, the women who queued for hours to cast their ballot, they did not just for a party, they voted for a feeling. The feeling that finally someone who is not from the old political class, someone who is not tainted by dynasty or corruption, someone who speaks their language is going to run their state. And that feeling is powerful. It is also perishable. The moment Vijay government makes its first compromise, the first controversial appointment, the first alliance with the party he criticized, the first unfulfilled welfare scheme, that feeling begins to erode. And once that generation trust is lost, it does not come back easily. MGR understood this instinctively. He built welfare institutions that outlasted his government because he knew his voters was his most precious political asset, and he never stopped protecting them. Can Vijay do the same? That is Tamil Nadu's real question. Not who won, but what they do with the winning mandate. Then what's the bottom line? Tamil Nadu has delivered a verdict that is simultaneously emphatic and incomplete. Emphatic because a 3-year-old party has become the single largest party or likely rural party in one of India's most sophisticated political state. Incomplete because 108 seat is a mandate without a majority. It is a permission slip, not a blank check. Vijay now faces the hardest transition in politics. From campaigner to governor, from hero to administrator, from a man who promised change to the man who must deliver. He said Congress is a good party, but the local Congress is the DMK's pocket. And somewhere in the coming days, Vijay will have to make a call that will define whether he is a politician or a merely phenomena. Phenomena are celebrated, politicians are judged. Tamil Nadu has given Vijay Thalapathy the greatest gift it can give any political leader, a chance, which is very clear, historic, unprecedented chance with what he does with chance in the next 5 years will determine whether his name is spoken in the same breath as MGR, whether it becomes a footnote in the long, complicated story of Tamil Nadu democracy. The script of this election is over. The screenplay of the governance has just begun. And unlike the other film, in this one, there are no takers. That's the bottom line for today. I'm Prabhu Chawla. Watch my channel, subscribe it, share it, write your comments, good or bad, sweet or sour. I will read them, but I will not get angry. Jai Hind. Thank you.